we get past? And you didn't stop him? What's up with that? All right.
We were enjoying it.
What did he do well?
All of it.
All of it.
I'm wondering why he's even here. That was spectacular.
Story.
Story was like the part of it.
It was
Kenny. Oh, sorry.
Can I go with you next time you go down?
I know wants to go.
Yeah, it did make me want to go there. He gave really good illustrations, and I could picture it in my mind.
Yeah, he kind of built a mental image of that place.
I think you used the area up there really well. The stage. Wasn't hiding behind the putting or using one side, was using the whole thing, connecting with the audience. And in fact, actually, when he was asking the questions at the beginning, that to me really, I mean, it just pulls you into it because you were being interactive.
When he asked questions, you waited for a response from us. That's cool.
Yeah, it wasn't a rhetorical question. He wanted you to give him talk back.
He knew the audience. He knew who hated going to
Luke.
there and have them. It's got a 19-inch LCD screen. You know?
Yeah, he pulled off that really well, didn't he?
And, yeah, he knew.
Okay. What else? Okay.
Props.
We had props.
Excellent.
Props.
Props can be helpful.
Okay. What would you critique him on? What would you give him constructive feedback on?
With those drops, he could have included those along with what he's talking instead of having it at the end.
Okay. Could have tried to incorporate them earlier.
Since the beginning of it started like it was going to be deductive in a way, but it was inductive, right?
Yeah, it was more of an inductive format. He was using his introduction to draw you in to the big picture, and then he's bringing you down that funnel. Yep.
So then maybe say the points. Well, I was going to say it was like 1, 2, 3, but then it went into multiples. I don't know if that is that an important thing if you're going to start with numbers to stay with numbers, or do you need to be in order with your points?
Oh, when he went back, usually what I would do is if I do 1, 2, 3, I'm going to respond to them in 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2, 1. I might pyramid it 1, 2, 3 and then answer going back down. I think what happened was you started in your second half as you're answering those questions. They didn't stay quite as tight on each theme, like the people talking in the store about the rides that they were on kind of fell under the content, but really, or what they had for sale, but it should have been down under atmosphere, but that's where you kind of hit the coffee shop.
Yellow light.
Shut up, leave me alone! There was a little bit of vagueness there, and it's a minor thing, but to me it almost felt there were 4 answers to 3 questions, so to speak, and that was a flow thing. One thing that I want to draw out that he did anyone assess your work environment or some atmosphere of your life through his eyes?
No.
Say that again?
Yeah.
Did anyone look at an environment that you work in or live in or whatever through his eyes?
Well, just in the environment I shop in. One of the things that really struck me was he said it was real laid back. It was, even from the name of the store, it sounded like it was a relaxed and people knew what they were talking and they kind of left you alone and it was just kind of a fun, kind of cool place to hang out. It doesn't remind me of Walmart. That's all I say.
Hey,
Maybe I'm standing in the clothing line waiting to go to a cash register.
Because of your introduction, and this may have only impacted me, so I may be the only one that got it this way, but because of your introduction, you broadened the picture to be more than about, I want you to go shop at my bike shop, to this is what makes a quality shopping experience anywhere.
Right.
And in my context, I started going, dude, I hate this building. It has crappy atmosphere. Because I'm looking through your eyes going, this is what's important, and it was relatable whether I was into biking or not. The content to a store, and this isn't a store, but it's a customer service environment. People come in here. I'm starting to gauge my world through your eyes. And that's what I meant by, did you look at your own environment through his eyes, through his story? And that, he wasn't talking about churches or customer service at churches or greeters or atmosphere, but because of the interactive narrative that you did with that introduction and then that personal, just, this is what I like. And what that was powerful about just saying, these are the 3 things that make a quality shopping experience for me, we weren't fighting you. There wasn't Ken going, but I like salesmen. I want to talk to somebody. And probably Joel wasn't going, but I don't like going to stores. I'd rather go online. I'm guessing even Joel was drawn in going, there's peace. See, you were drawn into that. You were drawn into that. That's what I'm saying. So you weren't fighting that resistance that if you come on going, this is the best place to shop, and somebody's going, screw bikes. Okay? So that what we did, what a coach that works with us at the radio station, he says, you're moving your camera angle. You can take, if you've ever done any type of photography, I can take a picture of Michelle, and right here, this is a pretty boring shot. Okay? But if I get down at an angle, change the background behind her because of the camera angle, suddenly becomes interesting. Same content. What's my perspective that I'm looking at it that my listeners are going, hey,
Well,
that connects to me.
You know how I like it too is he mentioned Lance Armstrong. Yeah, he's cool. Who doesn't know Lance Armstrong?
Right. Yeah.
Who would go to that store just because of that? They think it's screw bikes all they want to.
I'm there! So,
I was kind of with him. And the coffee shop part.
you like the
And
coffee?
For me, I mean, I don't even have a bicycle, so going to a bicycle shop would probably not be nowhere I'd ever shop or go walk in, but it drew me just to know that it was somewhere that a famous person was in, and also that they had a coffee shop in it and had the training, so that would have a place for me as a woman to have other, interests to look at, just besides going to the store and just looking at a bicycle.
So she's saying screw bikes.
But she's there for Lance Armstrong, the coffee, and the potential to change her life. Yeah. All right. Good job, man. Thank you very much. All right. Do you mind using Ryan's phone and doing timing? Because Ryan is up.
I can do that.
You doing